Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. I've got these two big bad boys again, which I reviewed very recently, suggested videos if you've not seen that. And what I've done is I've taken a screwdriver to them and taken them apart. So let's look at this one here first. He only had 3 screws to take out. Back of the wings, which also screws the body in, and then one just at the base here. So very simple construction. Now the reason I'm taking the parts, I was thinking about maybe adding some articulation. Elbows, relatively easy to do, but he's going to lose a bit of the aesthetic, but that's not difficult. Knees and ankles, again, knees are better than ankles. Ankles are so thick, it's not look aesthetically very nice if you change that. Hips, it might have to stay with a T-bar. To do the hips, you'd have to fill that in. This is my initial thinking. Fill in this empty section here, and then you could put a pin into a joint, into a normal joint into the hip, and that could go for outwards, forwards, and so forth. So that's something I might think about. Wings I will leave the same. Let's go up and down. No point in going outwards and knees, I don't think, since that keeps it together anyway. You could put a joint there too. They could screw in and then you could fill it in and add the joint so it goes outwards, but I don't think that's really particularly needed. With the upper body, the head does come off. Looking at this, you can see here that this does peel away. So it appears like it's glued on. Now, what I would want to do is separate that, add a joint so it can open and close the drawers. That will look pretty cool. But looks like it's quite tightly glued at the top from what I can tell. And I don't want to be cutting that. I want to get that to come off. So I might try boiling it and see if the plastic's suitable, and if it will loosen up the glue, or maybe another way. If I can get that to be jointed from, see, normally when we do it is our bottom drawer that moves, not the top, but this one, because the way it's separate, I'd have the top moving instead, so it's like almost like that instead, but that is doable. So I will be looking at that in the next few weeks, months, years, probably weeks. Give me a project here to do in China, because I'm quite missing the creative side, the customization creative side, if I'm honest. I haven't done that in so well. I've done it with using a box cutter knife. You can see a couple of my videos I'll stick up there for the fantasy, and then also sci-fi using Fortnite bodies, because they're quite easy to cut. But I'm really missing that creative side, and this is sort of adding articulation. I've already bought a few joints. I've ordered some more that are on the way, so I'm looking forward to getting to doing that. I need to buy some more tools again. I just can't wait, until I'm back in Malaysia, because that's going to be so long until that's going to be properly set up. All right, I'll screw them together again later. Now the other one is more complicated. He had 5 screws, so he's got the wings again. He's got 2 in the body, and he had 1 in the head. Now, in the review, I said this arm doesn't move. I think is an action feature. Well, it should be an action feature, but it's not. If you look here, look at that. What is that for? That goes into this hole here. This little notch. But then when it moves, what does it do to the head? Nothing. So I don't know if that was what can it do? It can only go side to side anyway, not really a lot. So I don't know if that was an action feature on the original, which they sort of copied, they didn't implement. But I would be tempted to cut that off completely so his arm can go all the way around. Looking at the arms, relatively easy to add elbow joint to this. Same with this one. Shoulders again will be quite difficult because you'd have to fill out a lot of the inside in there, and then how's he going to get that over there? It's going to be really quite tough to get a lateral motion on the shoulders. I might just leave it as up and down. or think about it more. What do you guys think? Any suggestions, put in the comments, because I'm welcome to ideas. The legs, I really want to make these straight, make them tall, but really tough. Look how far in that goes. If I cut that separate, I'd have to use quite a lot of modeling putty or filler or clay to sculpt that back up. Adding the kneecap, maybe not too bad. You'd probably want 2 ankle joints, maybe one here and one here. I'm not quite sure whether that, so you know, because otherwise his leg will look strange. I'm not really sure how that's going to work there. I've not thought about that too much. Same on this side, slightly easier here. Head and neck. Now the neck is okay, I see. There's a couple of latches, one at the very top, one at the bottom, which I guess you have to pinch to get this head out. Have I got anything suitable here? Let's have a look inside this little box. I've got stuff suitable which is out of reach at the moment, but what I can do here, I've got some nail clippers here. They might give me something I can use. Let's try the bottom one. Cool, yeah, that's not going to come out easily. In fact, I think scissors or maybe a screwdriver would be easy to leverage that. So yeah, I won't do that now. That's going to take a long time on camera and bore you. Anyway, so the neck can come out and the head will come off. And again, with this head, it's not one piece. You can see that I can start to peel away some of the cheek here. So I could remove this head, and again, the articulation will be reversed. It won't be the bottom jaw moving up and down. It'll be the top jaw moving instead. So I can do that, and that'll look really good in this. And that's not that difficult. Once you've separated the jaws, that's actually quite easy. All you've got to do is choose the correct pivot point, which I would say would be right about just by the bottom of his ear, like for me. Draw a hole both sides, put a little pin in place, and it will work just like that. And then what you can do is you can add like even a tab of glue, one end of the pin, so it doesn't go all the way through. Let it dry, put the pin in. Then you're very careful, put a tab of glue on the other side, and just keep moving the drawer till that glue dries, and that'll keep the pins in place. And you've got an opening, closing jaw, which will look really quite cool. So I'll be trying that. In fact, I might do the head out without. Yeah, that's going to break the neck if I do that, you see. So I'll have to get the neck out first. So these are some of the things I am going to be doing over the next few weeks, maybe months, depending on my free time. I hope not to get too bored and give up, but I hope to keep you guys updated of how it goes. The first things I'm going to do is probably the jaws. I think that's probably one of the easier things. Now, I do have spares of these of both these figures in UK, so if I do go wrong, at least I've got a spare, but it's a different country, different continent. So we'll see what happens. Okay, that's just a quick update on what I'm going to be working on with these sort of Chap Mei clone figures here. Do subscribe to stay up to date. If you've got any suggestions or comments, please do let me know. And hopefully you guys can help me out and we can share tips and see what happens with these, because I think they look pretty damn cool when they're eventually done. Though to finish them is going to take a long time, particularly if I'm going to do the legs on this one. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. I am signing out saying please like, share and subscribe. I'll be back soon with more Awesome Action videos for you. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.